Welcome, my name is Melody Foster and today I'll be discussing the marketing plan for Blush of McLaren Vale wines. Blush was founded in 2020. It's a small family-owned and run winery in the McLaren Vale wine region. They provide white and red wine options, with a specialty red wine being Nebbiolo, which is a grape originating from Italy. Samantha Simpson, who is the owner and operator of Blush of McLaren Vale Winery, has approached us and requested that we provide a marketing plan that will help her increase her revenue in 2027. This has been prepared for you today, and I'll be presenting the outcome of this marketing plan. Today I'll discuss the macro environment, the positive and negative trends that have been identified whilst putting this marketing plan together, key advertising tools that we've recommended to Samantha for achieving her goal, and how Blush can improve their positioning in the market utilising the 4 Ps method. Starting with the macro environment, one of the positive trends that have been identified in the macro environment, which can be seen as an opportunity, is China was implemented a tariff on the export of Australian wine in 2020. It's been advised in the wine region that in March of 2024, this tariff was lifted by the Chinese government, providing a positive impact for the whole wine region throughout Australia and slowly increasing the export of wine across the industry. This is a positive impact for Blush in regards to exporting their wine to the Chinese market, which is also increasing. The Chinese market has increased up to 56% which is 56% of pre-COVID levels, which is really good for Australia. The total wine spend is estimated to be approximately $7.4 billion from the Chinese market, which is a really positive thing for any small company within the wine region. Another positive trend is a strong domestic market. In Australia, domestic sales of wine in Australia is actually made up, the domestic market makes up 42% of the wine sales in Australia, which is a really positive thing for Blush, meaning that any tourism to Adelaide would bring those tourists to Blush. This would be considered a positive opportunity for Blush to capitalise on as part of the tourism trade in her region. Some negative trends that have been identified through the marketing planning process was the slow decrease of wine consumption. This was reported by Wine Australia's Wine Production Sales Inventory Report of 23 to 24. Wine consumption has reportedly slowly increased. This has been due to 3 main factors, or is assumed that it's due to 3 main factors. One being health trends. There's an ongoing health trend that you can see playing out in the social media around people wanting to moderate their intake of alcohol consumption and decreasing alcohol consumption holistically from a health benefit. Competition is also increasing in the alcohol beverages industry. Competition in regards to wines is being shown to more people are increasing their consumption of ready-made drinks, boutique beers and cocktails and other spirits made by larger distilleries. The third negative trend was reduction in consumer spending. The cost of living pressures is constantly increasing at the moment, with inflation being at 3%. This is considered a negative trend and a possible threat on Blush in their aim to increase their revenue. When Samantha approached us, she had advised that she would like to spend $20,000 total budget on advertising. This has been counted into her budget planning for the next financial year in order for her to achieve her objective. We've kept this budget. In order for the Samantha to utilise this at the best she can, it is recommended a couple of tools be utilised by Samantha. One being Google Ads. Google is one of the largest search engines on the internet today, and approximately 50% of Google advertisers are reported to spend between $3.90 and $18.50 per day on advertising through Google. This is highly recommended for Blush, along with that package that you can purchase through Google Ads, it's recommended that they utilise a search engine optimization tool. This allows Blush to set the specific terms that if people were to search that, Blush would come up in their search findings. Some of those terms may be Niblo Wine, McLaren Vale Wineries, and McLaren Vale Winery Experiences for Families. These may be some key terms that may pull in a few more customers for Blush. It is recommended that the budget for this option be recommended at $10,000 per year or close to. Another tool that Blush that is recommended for Blush to use in regards to advertising strategies is to partner with local operators, tour operators. By partnering the local tour operators, Blush will not only get regular set tour groups through the winery that can be scheduled on days where she can accommodate more staff or block out the winery for that day. With that, she'll get free advertising within the package, providing she gets some terms and agreements with that tour group. It's recommended that the spend be around $10,000 for this, and there'll be quite a good outcome achieved from this strategy. A low-cost option that can be recommended to Samantha for consideration is printed flyers. And with these printed flyers, some QR codes that take their customers directly to their website so they can make bookings, find out a bit about the winery, and the location of where it may be, should they be riding around or driving around rather the wine region. These flyers can be put into local businesses and airports and the like. And finally, how does Blush improve their positioning in the market? The 4 Ps method is used in this situation. Product, collaborating with other winemakers to capitalise on the Chinese market by creating a sweet wine option, or perhaps even creating a bubbly Shiraz type wine to capitalise on the market popularity within that market. Expanding the food and beverage options to include a kid-friendly option or dessert jaffle to appeal to the customers who prefer that, either bring their family or prefer a dessert type jaffle. Offering tea and coffee facilities that are locally sourced and allow customers to use use that option at the end of their wine tasting. And then finally, reintroducing regular training so that the staff are aware of the product they're actually selling and understand it better so that they can get a better outcome for the business. Pricing being the second P within this marketing method. Offering bundles with wine tasting and jaffle platters, or perhaps a full all-you-can-eat bundle where it includes coffee and desserts. Perhaps introducing a cellar door month membership, which includes some special prices for members or free delivery. Blush can consider perhaps some pop-up wine stalls at local events, wine events or shows such as royal shows and the like. That would bring in some extra customers, perhaps even from the city. And the last being promotion. Utilising Google Ads as previously discussed, partnering with local tour operators, creating promotional flyers with QR codes and so on is definitely recommended to Blush for increasing their marketing, to be used as a marketing strategy to increase their overall profit. And that's the end of my presentation. Thank you.